Then dip me underway. You can fill my mouth with flow, flow, flow. Hold me till I scream forever. And wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, 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 deep, 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 deep.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute.
Hey everybody, it's Brittany back with another video. Today in this video, I thought that I would sit down and do a get ready with me and show you guys what I use and the techniques I use to do my makeup. If you're new, thank you for stopping by and watching my video. I hope that you stick around and subscribe. I would really appreciate that. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning to watch my video. Let's just go ahead and get into the video. I hope that you guys enjoy. The first thing that I do when I do my makeup is I start off with doing my brows. So I'm going to take this It Cosmetics brow powder eyebrow pencil. It's just a universal color. It's supposed to work for everybody's eyebrow color. So I'm just going to start off by filling in my brows. Okay, I know the eyebrows are looking pretty crazy right now. Just trust the process. Next, I'm going to carve out my brows using the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. It's in the matte finish. This is the one that I like to use this concealer to carve my brows out. It is in the shade Light Peach, and I'm just going to use this brush. It's I think it's the Max Coverage, the Max Coverage Concealer brush by Bare Minerals. So yeah, I'm just going to take this and this to carve out my brows. Okay, so next I'm going to use the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. It is in the shade Translucent. I just use it to set my face makeup, and I use it to set my my eyelids when I'm done putting the concealer on there. So I'm just going to take this powder brush by Jaclyn Hill and Morphe. It's the JH07 brush. I think it's the setting powder brush. And I'm just going to use this to set my eyelids. So next I'm going to take this Kylie Nightmare on Elm Street palette. I really like this palette. The colors in it are really pretty. So I've used this a few times now, but I've mainly just used these two colors right here. I think those are the colors I'm going to use today as well, because I don't want to do anything crazy, and the way I do this look is pretty easy. So I'm just going to take this Jaclyn brush that is by Morphe, the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush. I'm going to take the JH30 brush. I think it's the Beast Mode blender brush, and I'm just going to take this color right here, Alive But Dead. I like to take the color and I usually just stamp it on the outer edge of my eye like this, and I just kind of bring it up a little bit. I need some more, just a little bit more, and just like that. I know it looks crazy, but trust the process. This is just the way I like to do my makeup. So kind of keep pushing that color down in there like this. And then once I think that looks good, I will start to blend it like this. And I just try to blend the outer edges and be as light-handed as possible. And then I'm just gonna work my way to here, and then I just keep blending it out. I try to keep it high up, and then eventually I bring it in through here, and I try to keep it as high as possible and kind of bring it into the top part of my nose just to make my eyes look bigger, or keep that bigger effect to where they look more like this and not so close. And then once I'm done blending all that out, I kind of flick it out on the outer edge, and then just make sure I have like a nice like cat eye look. So next I'm going to go in with this shimmer shade right here. It is called I'll Be Your Nightmare, and I'm just going to take my ring finger to apply this. Take a little bit. I'm just going to press this down. Okay, so now I'm going to take this brush, the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush. It's the JH33 brush. It just looks like this. And I'm going to take this same color that the first color that I took, just to blend in these two colors. So I just kind of pat a little bit on the outer corner and then just lightly blend in the crease. Just to clean it up and make it look better. Next, I like to go in with a black eyeliner and outline the upper lash line. I use the Wet n Wild pencil. The name of it's kind of rubbed off, but I know it is Wet n Wild. It's really, really good. It was a lot longer. It lasted me a long time, and the color is really pigmented, so I can use this and it glides on really easily. So when I line my lashes, or my upper lash line, I kind of stop right about here. Next, I am going to go in with this Superhero mascara by It Cosmetics. It is really, really good. I've used this for a while now, so it's about gone, but when you put it on, it really makes your lashes look really long. And for those of you out there who don't like false lashes, this would be really good for you. It's a really, really good mascara. I like a lot of stuff by It Cosmetics. It Cosmetics has some really good products. So yeah, so next I'm just going to go in with my mascara, my upper lashes. I do my lower lashes very last, after I get done doing my face makeup and all that. Now that is done, next I go in and put my lashes on. I use use the Kiss lashes in So Wispy. They're about $8, so 7 something at Walmart, probably around $8. And yeah, so they're really good price, and they're really good. So I just like to go in with this. This is really messy because of the way that sometimes the glue gets, but this is the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. It has aloe in it. So I usually just take my lashes and I put the lash glue on them and let it sit and get tacky. Just going to put my lash glue on them really quick. So I went ahead and I put my lashes on. Next, I'm going to start doing my face makeup. First, I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics primer. It is Your Skin But Better primer. It is oil-free, makeup gripping base, plus pore filler and hydrator all day, plus all day grip technology. So that is perfect for what I need. I need hydration and something that is going to fill in my pores, and something that has no oil in it, because I do tend to break out and have acne, and I do have textured skin, and my skin is dry. So this is perfect for my skin. And then next I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Camo Cc Cream. It is color correcting, full coverage, and natural finish, plus collagen, peptides, and I cannot read that word. This one right here. But it is broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen, and it is almost gone. I have used this a lot. I really like this. It's really good. I use the Fair 150C. So when I do my foundation, I usually like to put it on the back of my hand, and I take this foundation brush and I kind of stir it on the top of my hand and kind of let it get heated up, and whatever is left on it, I just kind of spread it onto my face. And then I go in with this IT Cosmetics Skin Smoothing Complexion Brush. It is number 704, and I just dab a little bit of color onto the brush, and I start to dab it and blend it into my skin. And I also use a Real Techniques beauty sponge to help me also blend out the foundation and make it look more natural once I'm done blending it out with my brush. Next, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in Satin Finish. This one is also in Light Peach. And yeah, when I apply this, after I'm done, I let it sit for a few minutes just so it can get tacky and dry down, and it's easier to blend out, and it has more of a coverage to it. That's a hack that I've learned. Okay, now that I've got my concealer applied, I'm going to let it dry down and get a little tacky. So I think now I'm going to go ahead and put my brow gel in now that I've got my foundation on, and I think it's pretty much probably the product is dried down now, so it won't smudge. I'm gonna go in with the NYX, the brow glue. I really love this stuff. It is really, really good. It really makes your brows stick upward and stay in place. now that that is done, it is dried down enough to blend it out, and I take this brush right here. It is an angled brush because my brushes are dirty. I need to clean them, but this is an angled perfector brush by Bare Minerals, and I just use this to blend it out. What I usually do when I blend out my concealer, I focus in here first and I blend it in here, trying not to bring it down too far. The goal is to keep the concealer up in here and just blend it where you've applied it. But you want to blend here and don't go all the way in the middle, and then blend up in here. And then once you get done blending all that through there, then you want to blend both of each side together in the middle. Now that concealer is done, I'm going to go ahead and apply my powders to set my concealer and my foundation. So I'm going to go back in with the It Cosmetics Bye Pores Pressed Powder and Translucent to set my face. And I just like to use a large powder brush to set my face. And then to set my concealer, I like to use my Airspun powder and Translucent Extra Coverage. And I like to take that Jaclyn Hill setting powder brush to set under my eyes and all the places that I applied my concealer. I do not bake, I just press it in and wipe it away. I'm going to contour. I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild contouring palette and take this brush to contour my face. Okay, so next I'm going to take this brush right here. It's a contour brush, but I use this to diffuse the color after I've contoured and bronzed, and I just kind of go in there and diffuse it like so. All the places that I applied the contour, and I do this for my bronzer and my blush as well. This is just to diffuse the color into the skin and make it look more natural and blended and airbrushed. So yeah, I'm just gonna do this like so. Going to go in with this Milani bronzer. It is in the shade Sunkissed. It is silky matte. So this right here, and I am just going to take a angled brush. We're still doing bronzer, but I'm going to use this Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush. It is the JH02 brush, and I'm just going to use this to put the bronzer all over my neck and on my ear. Now that the bronzer is all done, next I'm going to go in and do my blush. I am just using this Pretty Vulgar blush in the Make Them Blush Hush blush. That's what it says in the back of it. Take this brush. This is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush, JH06. It's just an angled fluffy brush, and I like to use this for my blush. Now that blush is done, I'm going to go ahead and carve out my cheekbones a little bit, just to let it sit there and help give my cheekbones a little bit more definition. So the goal for all of that was to basically just keep everything up here, just to make sure everything stays lifted. So I contoured with contour, contoured with bronzer and blush. So yeah, I really like this technique because it helps lift your face instead of drooping your face if you was to apply everything down in here. So next I'm just going to take my Airspun powder and take this Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush. It's a JH10 brush, and I just use this to carve out my cheekbones. Now that that is done, I go ahead and I start to apply my highlighter. I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills loose highlighter. I bought this at TJ Maxx. It came with I believe 2 others. It's over here, let me see. Yeah, I think it came with 2 or 3 others. So yeah, this is the So Hollywood one. It is a gold shade. So yeah, I like to use this because it gives me like the bronze, like goddess look. So yeah, I'm just going to take this highlighter brush. It is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush, and it is the JH09 brush. So when I apply my highlighter on my cheekbones, or like on my cheek area, I like to just focus it right here on the temple of my face, and then I kind of bring a little bit up here, but I don't go down any further. I don't like to bring it down on my cheek. I just keep it here. It just gives that effect that your cheekbone is more lifted. That is done. Now I'm going to go back into the palette that I used earlier, and I'm going to take the brown shade that I used earlier in my crease, and I'm just going to take this small like blending brush from Morphe X Jaclyn Hill. It is the JH40 brush, and I'm just going to take that color and put it on my lower lash line. Now that that is done, I'm going to go in with this tiny little flat shader brush. It is the Morphe X Jaclyn Hill brush. It is the JH42 brush, and I'm just going to go into this palette. I'm going to use this shimmer shade right here. It is called Stay Up Late. It is kind of like a orangey bronze shade, and I'm just going to take that to highlight the inner corners and my brow bone. Now that that is done, I'm going to go in with my mascara and this jumbo pencil eyeliner, and I'm just going to run this through my upper waterline. This is the Wet n Wild Color Con multi-stick pencil, eyeliner pencil. Then I'm going to take my mascara that I took earlier and apply that on my lower lash line. So that is all done. Makeup is pretty much done. I just have to dust off this setting powder and then spray my face with this Milani Make It Last setting spray. So it is 16-hour wear. What I'm going to do is just take this brush right here. This is just a Wet n Wild powder brush. Makeup look is done. I am going to finish my hair and get dressed. I wait to do my lips until after I get dressed and everything. Now I'm going to put my hair extensions in. I'm going to use my Foxy Lux extensions. These are the 26-inch in Latte Blonde. I'm going to flat iron these. I like to take this flat iron perfector spray and spray it into my extensions just to have some heat protectant on them before I flat iron them. So yeah, I'm just going to flat iron these real quick and then we will put these in. Everything is complete. The last thing that I have to do is just put my lipstick on. I went ahead and got dressed and got my jewelry on. So next I'm going to go in with my lip liner and this lip lacquer. It is the Kylie X Nightmare on Elm Street. It is in the shade Only a Dream. And I'm just going to take this lip liner by Jordana. It is from Walgreens. It is in Coco Loco. Hey everybody, that is it with this sit down and get ready with me. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking it out with me and watching my video. I hope that you found this helpful and maybe some of my tips could help you with your makeup routine, and maybe you would like to try some of these products that I use every day. I really recommend the e.l.f. Foundation and the e.l.f. concealers. They are really good, and all the IT Cosmetics products are amazing as well. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Thank you so much for clicking on my video and watching this video and sticking around this far with me. If you are new and you would like to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe down below, and go ahead and hit the notification bell so that you are updated every time that I upload. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, just comment down below, let me know if you like this video. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, bye guys.
Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it. And by the way, just got in town.